Go time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How about this? If I got open guy, throw it to him.
From beautiful Santa Monica, California, CBS Sports is proud to present the 989 Sports NFL Quarterback Challenge. Catching the balls and competing for Tiffany Watch are the Cardinals' Anquan Bolden. The next three all have Super Bowl rings. The Patriots' Troy Brown, Rams speedster Torrey Holt, and entering his 13th NFL season, Keenan McCardell. Our alumni quarterbacks are Philadelphia Eagle great Randall Cunningham. Class of 2002 Hall of Famer Jim Kelly. The third most prolific passer in NFL history, Warren Moon. And of course, Boomer Esiason. This year, each group is competing for cash and prizes, including the new line of Tiffany watches, the Mark T57.
My money's on my boy here, Western Pennsylvania. You got to stay with the Pittsburgh guys. Tell me what we got. We got Montana, Marino, Johnny Unitas, Joe Namath, Alex Van Pelt. I always got to throw my boy Alex in. He got Bulger. We're in.
Our first event is the 989 Sports Speed and Mobility Drill. Boomer.
All right, Gus. Now, first, each quarterback must navigate the course as fast as possible, then throw on the run and receive either bonuses or penalties depending on how close they are to the bullseye. Our first contestant, new Washington Redskins quarterback, Marc Brunell. You look funny in that color.
I feel funny in this color.
Right.
I'm getting used to it, though.
All right. You've lost a little weight, Mark, haven't you?
I've been running.
And you've colored your hair a little bit, I noticed.
No. I'm trying to get as much gray as possible.
Oh, I thought it was a little hair plug going on there.
What?
All right, well, you look good anyway, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
And as you just heard, Boomer will be talking to the quarterbacks again this year against the wishes of most of the players in attendance.
You talk about a guy with a new lease on life. Marc Brunell with the Washington Redskins.
Throws a strike.
Is it fair that Boomer's talking to you when you're running through it? When they give you the go? No, when they give you the go?
Now answer that, Mark. No, it's not fair. We're trying to get him to be quiet here.
Here comes Marc Bulger now from the St. Louis Rams. You know, a lot of these guys aren't you don't think of them as being fleet of foot, but as you can see, they can run, and they can be accurate when they run. Jake, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and yourself?
Did you get any autographs over there?
No, not yet. I'm getting some, though.
Did you envision yourself in NFL Europe someday doing the quarterback challenge?
No, I didn't, because you see, when you're holding a clipboard in NFL Europe, you don't picture yourself at the quarterback challenge.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Here's Jake Delhomme, fresh off his Super Bowl appearance against the Patriots. Working nicely.
Imagine last year when I hit the white, it was like, oh.
Did you pull something?
Huh? No, I'm just slow. Oh. I just look
Well,
that way all the
Boomer, he
time.
may be slow of foot, but his career is on the fast track. All right, Trent Green, starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs.
He is 34 years old. I didn't realize he was that old. He's been around quite a while, and he's really, the second part of his career is really where his stock has risen.
A very good throw for Green. Now Joey Harrington.
So how is it to be in GQ?
Doesn't that ever die?
No, never die. You're a pianist too, aren't you?
Yeah, I played for a while.
Pretty accomplished.
I'm proud of that, though.
You are.
We'll talk about that all you want.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
The Silver Rush will be back this year.
Born and raised in Detroit. Back off a little bit, will you, kid? That's what you were.
I can root today. Here's our quarterback.
Oh, no!
Not his best throw, but it'll have to stand. Matt Hasselbeck.
Okay.
So you're first round. You're worthy of a first-round draft pick. Obviously, you showed everybody in Seattle that you could actually play.
Wow. It wasn't a first-round pick.
But what was it?
It was like a case of Gatorade or something.
No, it was a first-round pick. Don't be so humble, man. You had a great season last year.
Thanks, Boomer.
All right. And he did have a great season.
He certainly did. Here's Matt. He's got great feet.
Yeah, time to beat 941. Remember when Holmgren took him from Green Bay, everybody thought, wow, first-round draft choice for him? I don't know. And last year, he certainly showed his worth. Who were you throwing it to, Corin Robinson or what?
Yeah, it was a little high.
Oh, look at this guy.
Up next, one of my favorites, young Byron Leftwich out of Marshall.
When did they bring linebackers and nose tackles here?
2004 is the new breed.
You know, it's the first time I've met you, and I can't really I couldn't believe how big you are.
Man, I'm trying.
All right, well, let's see what you got. People say you aren't so mobile. Let me see this, all right?
I think they true most of the time.
All right. It's not out of the shotgun now, you see.
Byron Leftwich reminds me so much of John Thompson, the former Georgetown coach.
You know what's interesting? He's here, and the guy he replaced is here, Marc Brunell. I don't know what the dynamics between these two guys are.
I need somebody chasing me.
Well, 989 Sports had it as if he had both feet in bounds. The referee actually determined that he was pushed out of bounds, and McCown came on at the end and just demoralized the Minnesota Viking fans.
That's a terrific throw in the red.
There's your new leader. Nice jersey. So the Bengals finally got a new jersey, huh?
It's about time, huh?
Well, everything happens there 15 years after everything else. That's just the way it is.
What do you think, though? You like them?
I'll be wearing my throwback a little bit later. I'm a little bit partial to that, as you can understand.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right, good luck. Do us proud now, kid.
So here's Carson Palmer, new starting quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals.
You know, he didn't even play it down last year, and he's going to replace John Kitna, who will go to his backup. And you say he's redshirted, and that's a pretty expensive red shirt, $15 million to sit on the bench. 1/100th of a second short.
So Matt Hasselbeck, Josh McCown are 1-2, setting up a runoff for the title. Bonnie's with them right now.
All right, Josh McCown, Matt Hasselbeck. We have a runoff here to determine the championship. What did you do first time around you need to duplicate, Josh?
I think I just need to be more accurate. I think my speed, I guess, was okay. I lost my hat going through the bag, so if I can keep that on this time, it'll be better. But I just need to be more accurate on the throw. I'll be all right, I guess.
Now, if you lose your hat, I don't know, does that make you more aerodynamically sound?
I think it's like the Pete Rose thing. You know, he must have been a big Pete Rose fan. I don't know what he's talking about, though. He hit the bullseye, and I didn't. So if he needs to be more accurate, I got a lot of work to do.
All right, Bonnie. So, Byron, who do you like in the runoff anyway?
I don't know, man. Josh running around the corners pretty fast, but I guess it's going to come down to whoever put the ball in the red or whoever hit the bullseye.
All right.
Here comes Matt Hasselbeck.
It's all about hitting that target.
He can run.
He can run.
He is quick. The throw. Oh, that's a beauty. And that is a bullseye for Matt Hasselbeck. And he sets the bar high with the time of 8.46 after a half-second bonus.
That's for you, Boomer.
All right, Matt. That's what I like to see.
Nice job, bud. Nice.
McCown knows what he needs to beat Matt Hasselbeck.
And now with Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden, he's got what he needs in Arizona anyway. But he doesn't get that. 9:26, not good enough to overtake Hasselbeck.
Young man can move, though.
I'll tell you what, I was impressed with him. I was impressed with his whole attitude, who he is, and kind of like his youthful exuberance, Gus, like you in the old days.
Don't worry, Matt, because you have the early lead after taking the 989 Sports Speed and Mobility Competition for the second consecutive year. The Vitra Accuracy Drill, alumni style. This is pretty self-explanatory. These 4 golf carts will drive from one side of the field to the other, and our alumni quarterbacks will try to hit targets mounted to the carts. Up first, Randall Cunningham. He still looks like he could play today, and he probably could.
Oh, good. Miss. 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 He's waiting too long. Miss. 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 No way. You can't reach that. All right. Okay.
That's my partner. Always a good sport. Randall. Long throw there.
You know, come on. I want Randall to do well.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You want to retain your title.
I remember him on the cover of Sports Illustrated, the Ultimate Weapon, the original Ultimate Weapon. Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't show that today. 6 points.
Brother didn't hit nothing, huh? That's why we got to retire.
Yeah, that's why we don't play no more.
That's how we retire, man.
Randall may have lost his touch a bit today, but back in the day, our alumni were the first wave of stars in the world of fantasy football. Here's who our competitors would take in their fantasy draft.
Next selection.
With the
next selection.
First choice.
And we're not allowed to pick our own team.
You said no one on my team.
Good. That hell yeah. Running back, I'm going to go with Marshall Faulk.
I go with Marshall Faulk.
I hear that Marshall Faulk is obviously everybody's choice.
Marshall Faulk goes giddy up.
Can't take Marshall. Probably LaDainian Tomlinson.
I'll go with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Tomlinson off right guard.
Go with Priest, Marshall, Tomlinson.
I can talk about my former team, can I? Yeah, that's fair. Running back would be Fred Taylor, without a doubt.
We can't pick teammates. I can't leave out Q. All right, I'm going to have to go with...
I'm going with Terrell Owens.
Owens is behind the defense.
You got to go with T.O.
You got to go with T.O.
They hate to love me.
You got to go with Randy Moss.
Down there, juggles it. Oh!
Randy Moss.
Go with Torrey Holt.
I like Marvin Harrison.
I'm a big Jimmy Smith fan. And if not, Keenan McCardell. I got to go with my guys. I mean, I know them better than anybody.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
QB8, Brett Favre.
I go with Brett Favre right now.
I don't think you need an explanation when you talk about Brett Favre.
Favre looks again. Rainbow in the end zone. Touchdown.
Or Donovan McNabb.
I got to go with McNabb.
But if you're looking for just pure numbers, I guess you'd have to go with Manning.
Got to go with Peyton. He can have those 5-6 touchdown games that'll keep you up there in the standings.
Destroyers, maybe? Oh, we can say the Destroyers, yeah.
My guys are a little older. I would go with the Has-Beens. See what the Has-Beens can do. That would be their team. I'm a firm believer in the experience factor.
How about the Bald Ballers? That might work.
Now for the best fantasy games on the web, log on to NFL.com or at NFL on AOL. Jim Kelly.
One of my favorite guys of all time in the NFL. And, you know, was a superstar when he played for the Buffalo Bills. Hall of Fame inductee last year. And one of the really, really class guys. I mean, you know, we've known him for a long time, Gus. How down to earth is Jim Kelly?
What I like about him is that even though he lost all those Super Bowls, he always played hard, even when his team was down. Such a heart and a great love for the game. Jim Kelly, one of my personal favorites.
That doesn't be a lot easier than that. Yeah, right.
A lot better than me.
So now Warren Moon, one of the great passers in the history of the game.
23 years professional football. 7 years, I think, in Edmonton.
That's right. Won 3 or 4 Grey Cups.
No, 5.
5 Grey Cups?
I think it was 5. Boy, we had some wars with them down in Houston.
That was fun. Here's Moon taking his time. You better hurry up.
I don't know. They might give him 6. Wow.
Now the crossing route.
Look at that. Money. Ooh, 16. No way. Yeah, we got it. 24. 3/8 on that one.
The deep ball for Warren Moon. If he hits this one, Boomer, you're in trouble.
Oh, I'm in trouble right now. Has he got 30?
Yeah.
I didn't embarrass myself. It's not bad, huh? I got some points.
Hey, that was a heck of a job there in that last one.
Way to go, bro.
Warren accepts congratulations. Boomer is making his way to the field.
This is not for a lefty, you know that.
Complaining as usual, but before he throws, Bonnie's on the field with Jim Kelly.
How close do you think he'll get to the bullseye?
Well, I'm doing the play-by-play for you now, boy.
All right, I hear you.
I think he'll do pretty good. It's a wonder he didn't make him change everything around since he's left-handed. I think it's what he did last year, so I might hurt him this year. But I remember a year ago today, he needed one throw at the end, and he came through in a clutch and did it. So it's going to be interesting.
And here's Boomer at last year's quarterback challenge.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. How much do I need?
18.
Was that all right? Did I do okay?
Prediction, not again.
Are you talking to me, Gus?
Yes.
Why do you have to talk to me?
Yeah, because you talk to everybody else when they go, so it's...
You're like the last person I want to talk to right now.
It's fair for me to distract you. Don't choke this one away. You are the defending champion.
You and Bonnie Bernstein are just like hoping that I don't do this. I don't do well here.
So, because we don't want to hear your mouth for an entire 365 days. And now I'll turn it over to Jim Kelly, who has volunteered to do the play-by-play for Boomer. Jim?
So the thing is now, is the key is hurry up, throw. Don't look at what you throw at. See? Oh, a little high, not bad. Fall throw. See, Boomer's watching his throws, and that was a good one there. He still's got it. Well, you can tell there's age on that throw. A little bit short on the shallow one. There it is. 6. Come on, boom. There's another. Oh, it's 8. The last throw to deep out. Ooh, almost.
What do I need?
Right there, baby.
You need about 2 bullseyes.
He's going for the deep one. I think that one was picked off. A little bit behind the Boomer. Not bad. Good job.
So Warren Moon wins it. Thank goodness. Which means I won't have to listen to Boomer gloating for another year.
You had a good throw there. I know. You had a good spin on it.
It was actually. It looked pretty good.
Exactly. It looked good.
Something would happen to our cartilage in our arms after 40. That's the problem.
There it is. Boomer comes in a disappointing second behind Warren Moon. Vitra accuracy drill. Show us how it's done, Boomer.
All right, Gus, it's the same as when we old-timers did it, but with a slight twist. On their final throw, they have the option of going for the deep targets or finding one of our wide receivers streaking down the sideline.
And Boomer, like you veterans, they're competing for Tiffany's Mark T57 wristwatch.
Yeah, I'm pull out a little something for him. I'm trying to get that watch.
And as the wind picks up on the beaches of Santa Monica, our first quarterback is ready. And he's Jake Delhomme.
Now, playing in the Super Bowl, Gus, is a dream come true, but for this kid, I mean, he came out of nowhere. NFL, Europe, and then John Fox comes on our CBS pregame show last year and tells me that this kid is the real deal as he takes over for Rodney Peete in the first game and never lets go of the starting job and leads his team all the way to the Super Bowl. What just a storybook season for the young man from Louisiana.
Unable to hit Keenan McCardell.
It's got to count, huh? It hit the red. Jake, that's a perfect throw.
He kind of slowed down on you, didn't he, Jake?
I hit the red. We have to get some points for that, huh?
Well, now you know what Brad Johnson's dealing with.
Yeah, but he makes those catches against the Panthers, though.
Yes, he does. That's the whole deal. He doesn't like your jersey color. That's it.
Man.
Byron, we're going to let the old left-hander here give you a couple of pointers.
Yeah, help me out, Boomer.
You see this one coming from the right here, right? You got to get him quick, or the third throw is going to be too far down the field. So you got to go bang, bang, bang quickly. And you tell Anquan wherever you throw it, he's gonna go get it.
He's gonna go get it.
Okay. I'm telling you, I cannot get over how big Byron Leftwich is.
He is a big man.
I mean, he's like a combination of, I would probably say Dante Culpepper and Donovan McNabb. I mean, he's thick and big and tall, and I'll tell you what, you talk about a kid that has a lot of energy. This kid does.
Going for the home run here. Golden on the streak.
A nice throw.
Beautiful.
Sign of things to come in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, we told ourselves we the young bucks up here, so we're gonna kind of help each other out. We're gonna go all out for each other, but so hard to hit them things, man. They going so fast, and I don't know. I guess none of us should miss the targets because we supposed to be pros, and we missing big old targets.
Trent Green didn't miss many targets this year. He was one of 2 quarterbacks to throw for 4,000 yards in 2003.
No, not for nothing, Gus. I think I beat all these guys.
Oh, there you go. More Boomer Esiason.
What's the matter? You're just not happy that I threw the ball better than them?
Every blind squirrel finds a nut.
Oh, easy. Come up with something else, will you please? Now, here comes the long throw by Trent Green. Looks like he's throwing it to his former teammate in St. Louis, Torrey Holt.
Oh! Was he in? Yes.
How was he in?
He was in. 1 foot in.
1 foot, that's college. This is the pros. You need to have 2 feet in, don't you?
No, not at this competition. 1 foot is fine.
Oh, what a break.
Yeah, there you go. Count that. So Joey Harrington up next from the Detroit Lions. Nice throw there.
They should put a target at the bottom of these things because everybody's hitting them.
Boy, does he throw a nice ball, though.
There you go. There's a 10.
And he is quick out of the chute. Now the long ball for Joey Harrington, looking for Troy Brown from the New England Patriots. Brown stops and he overthrows him. All right, Marc Bulger up next,
who now is the starting quarterback in St. Louis. No questions.
If the bullseye was the 989 sign, we ought to be winning.
And the Card having some problems getting going.
Oh, I would protest. I think I would protest that, and I would protest Trent Green's last throw.
Here's the home run. Incomplete, intended for McCardell. 16 points for Bulger.
How about the fact that this is not tailored for lefties?
No, it's not fair, Boomer.
But that's all right. We've overcome all our lives, Mark.
That's right.
Yada, yada, yada.
You know, you're a piece of work. You see how we have to turn our back and we have to spin and throw, but that's okay.
Yada, yada.
But I'll tell you what, how about the velocity on his arm? You know, everybody's wondering why they went and got, you know, Byron Leftwich. You can still see that there's plenty of oomph in his arm.
He definitely has some spark.
And definitely accurate. Now, I'll tell you what, he could be exactly what the Redskins need a quarterback.
Beautiful.
But out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Now Carson Palmer, who will eventually turn out to be the greatest Bengal quarterback of all time, as I mentioned earlier.
You mean he's going to pass Kenny Anderson?
Well, the second greatest quarterback of all time.
Who's the top Bengal, my 24 or your throws here now?
I think your 24 is going to be tough to beat. That's what I'm gunning for right now.
Carson, please don't let this old guy beat you.
I'm starting back here, Boomer.
All right. Good luck.
Here's Carson Palmer.
So what do you think? You think I'm going to beat him or what?
No, you have no chance.
You throw a few more like that, I'll beat him.
He's going to get you.
And there's 8. See, he can't even reach that. All right, he's got to hurry up a little bit.
You're done right here.
Oh, behind the target.
Look at that.
Oh, that was nice right there. You know, and that's why Marvin Lewis wants him to be the starter. Throws like that. Throws outside, and they're on the line. Did they give it to him? Nope. Ooh. Well, I guess I beat him then.
You know, when I was a young guy, it really got to me because you realize that the whole game's on your shoulders. And as a young quarterback, you almost get a little gunshot.
What a fourth down this is.
I remember a time I was in high school, you know, coming down at the end of the game, and I started getting all hyped up and thinking about Elway and thinking about Marino, and you know, I got to take him down the field, and I was so, I don't know, just going crazy, and I couldn't control myself, and we lost. So learning from experiences like that, I don't think about it.
21 seconds to go.
You're thinking about pressure, then you're thinking about what could go wrong and what mistakes you can make, rather than once we use this timeout, how are we going to get in the field goal range? Who's my hot? There's so many things game management-wise. That's what you should be worried about.
You kind of lose yourself, you know, in that, and kind of forget that you're on national TV in front of millions. You know, you're so focused in on what you're doing.
Nothing ever seems to rattle you, huh? Just a game. I got teased so much for the St. Louis playoff game by people back home saying I was sitting in one of the overtimes and said, it looked like you lost your best friend and lost your puppy. And I said, I just can't get emotionally involved because we're in the overtime. Just want to stay calm and cool and relaxed.
The pressure is there as much as you allow it to be there.
The guys who can just block it out quicker and get focused back on what they're doing is the ones that are successful.
And this is what Jake Delhomme thrives in. He's got time, throws down. Field Smith at the 45 to the 40. It's breaks free. It's 20, 10, 5.
For me, one of the things that I try to do is I practice the same speed that I would if it was a game. And then when the game comes, I just treat it like it's practice. You know, I'll do anything differently. I'm not worried about the people at home watching. I just kind of block them out and worry about what's happening inside the white lines.
I've always said that the pressure I put on myself every single snap is more than anybody or any situation could place on me. Every time I take a snap, look down the field, I know in my head that I'm going to complete the pass. I mean, that's the mentality that I have. So 3rd and 20, I don't know, 4th and 10, it doesn't matter to me. Every situation is the same.
What I do is I go get the equipment guy, and he just takes the air out of my helmet. He relieves the pressure that way. When you relieve the pressure on the head, everything's good. No.
All right, up next, Josh McCown.
Okay, Josh, just let it fly, kid.
Letting it fly, let it rip.
Just let it rip, man. You got nothing to lose.
Nope.
Everything to gain and nothing to lose right here.
So here comes Josh.
I wonder if he was thinking about competing here in this competition before the season started last year. And as you can see, probably a little bit overwhelmed by the competition. You think this is easy. Remember, wide receivers adjust to your football. These targets don't.
Looking for Troy Brown in the corner.
That looks good.
Dropped it.
My bad, man.
That never happens. Troy Brown, one of the most dependable receivers in the league.
Now here's the receiver coming over and saying, "I'm sorry, that's okay." You know.
That's all. That's all.
You're trying to get some extra cash here. You know. Does he realize that?
I know. I'm going to talk to Troy about reimbursing me. We'll have to do the math on whether or not I would have won if he'd have caught him.
Did he apologize?
He said sorry.
What does that mean now, right? It's hollow, isn't it?
I guess that sorry's worth $20,000 or whatever that is to win. So that's a $20,000 sorry. Apology.
Our final competitor in the Levitra accuracy drill is Matt Hasselbeck.
Behind this cone?
Yeah,
and then you blow whistle?
Just remember that one on the right comes very quickly. Don't be holding it and looking like, you know, well, look at his throw. Pick the roses, get up off the ice, and let's go.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Who's blowing the whistle? Who's blowing the whistle? Okay.
Did you ever go to a figure skating event?
Ready.
Yeah, at the Olympics in Nagano.
Yeah, well, pick up the roses and get off the ice already. Look at that. That's nice.
He got it in there.
That's not good.
No.
Now Hasselbeck at 6 points, 8 points.
Dang.
Hasselbeck for Keenan McCardell. Put enough air under it.
Oh, what a catch.
McCardell laying out and making a spectacular grab. He better get tipped. And a couple of days ago, he wouldn't have done this, or he wouldn't have laid out for this ball because this was a parking lot, but our field turf provided a soft landing.
Hey, that was awesome, man. Hey, it's got to be the gloves, it's got to be the shoes. He had the toes and the hands. Dinner's on him the second week of the season.
So now it looks like that Matt actually has to buy Keenan some dinner when the Seahawks visit the Buccaneers in week 2. That ought to be interesting. Nice throw there, Matt.
Hey, Boomer, I hope he doesn't get food poisoning at that dinner, by the way.
He might.
So Matt Hasselbeck comes up just short. Trent Green earned top honors with help from Torrey Holt. All right, no surprises. Veterans Hasselbeck and Green at the top, but close behind are two rookies, Leftwich and McCown. The Foot Locker and Champ Sports long distance throw.
Gus, I am so glad that they don't make us 40-something crowd compete in this event because, as usual, the wind has started blowing right into the contestant's face.
Jake Delhomme in 9th place after day 1, his first throw.
Hey, that'll work. Hey,
Yeah, I'll be in last place.
Hasselbeck will have to beat Delhomme's 58 yards to stay out of last.
Wicked good throw now, Bulger. Let's go. Let's go. Do it for your sister. Let's go, Mark. Let's go, Bulger.
Hasselbeck encouraging Marc Bulger, one of the most accurate passers in the NFL. His first throw.
Definitely doesn't have the strongest arm in the NFL, I can tell you that. As you can see right there. Not a lot of Ram fans here, dude.
I'll take the earpiece out.
You better take the earpiece out. I know one person who likes that short toss. It's got to be Matt Hasselbeck.
Thank you, Mark. Hey. I need a hug. I need a hug. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
It slipped. Let it go.
I love that guy.
You love it?
All right.
It's all right.
Up next, Joey Harrington.
All right, Joey, imagine Roy Williams or Charles Rogers streaking down the middle and you hit him 70 yards downfield. Not bad, huh?
If I keep it in bounds, I'll be happy. Let's start with that.
All right, Joe, you ready?
We're ready.
Joey Harrington, my guy, quarterback of the Detroit Lions. Accomplished piano player as well, and he tosses a nice one.
It was pretty.
It was beautiful.
It looked good, though. It looked
very
good.
beautiful throw.
It looked very nice. It looked very nice. But what did I tell you? I tell you, it's not a lot of these guys don't have big, strong arms. You know, everybody thinks 70, 85 yards, but that ain't happening.
Well, Carson Palmer feels that he can throw it about 70 or 85 yards. He's got a big gun.
He definitely does have a big arm. There's no question about that. And you can see right there putting his whole body into it.
The new starting quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals. Nice throw.
Very nicely done.
Thank you. Carson Palmer. I think that's the longest throw we've seen in 2 years. So that brings up Marc Brunell, the new quarterback of the Washington Redskins.
Now he'll surprise you with his arm strength, Gus.
Oh, he certainly did. Is that in? Yes, it is.
He tipped that guy.
Jake Delhomme doesn't like that.
59 yards for Brunell.
You know, it's kind of surprising. You know, everybody thinks of him as the old guy here. Well, you know, he is, but you can't tell by his hair there. But take a look at this throw, 59 yards. And actually, this one does land in. So the official actually got that one correct.
Up next, Byron Leftwich from the Jacksonville Jaguars. 4th place after 1 day, and he lets it rip. Wobbly throw.
No, he's not going to give him that, is he?
Yeah, no, he isn't.
No, that's out. That's where it needs to be.
Cracked under pressure. You get 2 tries?
Yeah. But if you throw out of bounds on your first one, I don't think you get to go again.
All right, Josh McCown, 3rd place after day 1.
Heck, you didn't even know who he was until you got here.
Get out of here.
Remember that last touchdown pass he threw at the end of the season?
Yeah, that's right. Nate Poole knocking the Vikings out of the playoffs, and very decent throw for Josh.
Nate Poole went to Green Bay as a hero. He should have won as a hero, not a receiver.
Trent's getting a little gray.
Hey, now. I tell the young guys, those are platinum highlights.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, those are hard to come by right there. Those are hard to come by.
The best teeth in the NFL right there.
Boomer, you got a head full of platinum highlights. Used to be blonde.
Thanks for noticing, Gus.
Here's Trent.
I'll tell you, I expect the Kansas City Chiefs to have a big year this year. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
No.
Better than what we thought it was going to be. And, you know, he kind of threw that on the line, too.
He certainly did. So Matt Hasselbeck, the leader after day 1 with 116 points.
You know, like if he puts too much into it. I'm laughing at Bulger over there, pointing to him. I beat you.
So Carson Palmer is leading the Foot Locker Champs sports long distance throw. While we were away, Palmer's 2nd throw sailed wide, and neither Trent Green or Josh McCown were able to improve their position with their 2nd throws. Jake Delhomme is up next. Hey, Jake. You got Muhsin Muhammad right at that 65-yard mark. You got to hit him.
Better yet, Ricky Prohl.
Ricky Prohl.
Why better than Muhsin Muhammad? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, 4th down. You need a touchdown, you're going to throw it to Ricky Prohl.
You're going to throw it to Muhammad.
But
he threw it to Ricky Prohl.
If I'm throwing deep, I'm thinking Steve Smith. Just try to throw it as far as I can.
There you go with Steve Smith.
You know?
Just tell us to shut up. We don't know what we're talking about.
For once, you're right, Boomer, because Delhomme chose the right receiver in Carolina's playoff win over the Rams. All right, Jake's ready. Let's see if he can find Steve Smith out there at around the 66-yard line. That's a beautiful throw.
Nice. Oh, wow. Not bad. Very nice.
I thought I was going to get Carson. I couldn't get it. I'm so happy right now. I'm not last. I'm not last.
And he threw a nice ball.
I'm in last small.
All right, Marc Bulger, his 2nd throw, first 150 yards. His main objective is to beat Matt Hasselbeck.
He needs 66 yards to take the lead. All right, you're further than Matt Hasselbeck. That's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
Okay, good.
I can't come in last.
For real, what's he going to throw?
So you went with the lower. So you went with the lower trajectory. I like it.
Now I got you.
You're learning.
Well, what do you want now?
I just got a message from Coach who told me not to throw my arm out.
Okay.
So I'm going to work on the accuracy on this part,
Okay,
right?
that's all right. Just whatever you do, don't lose to Matt Hasselbeck. For some reason, Marc Bulger just can't let that happen.
Joey Harrington, 54 yards, his first throw. Put a lot into that one.
That's in!
That's a gift. Just like Marc Brunell's first throw, and he's up next.
He looks different.
I do?
Thinner.
Yeah.
You look like you've lost some weight.
Longer hair.
Is that what it is?
It must be. It's got to be.
Darker hair. I think he's coloring it.
Greasy. Whatever it takes. We ready here? Boomer's distracting me.
That's a nice throw by Marc Brunell.
Nice.
Wow, I told you, Marc Brunell surprising some people here.
Let down go. Huh? Nice shot.
The young guys are giving the old man props after he unleashed a 63-yarder, good for second place. Not bad for a 33-year-old arm. That brings us to Byron Leftwich, whose first throw sailed wide. So Byron, you can't let your...
I got to get in my zone.
Look, he's all the way over on the left side of the tee box here because he knows he throws a slice. Look at him. Oh, that's a good one. Wow. That is a good one.
Whoa, and that's the best throw it looks like of the day, is it? Wow, very close to Carson Palmer. As a matter of fact, they're on the same line.
How can you see that?
I'm looking at the monitor. This is television.
Oh, then let's look at the replay. This looks like one of your drives, Gus. It starts way left and then comes back to the middle of the fairway. But what a nice throw by Byron Leftwich.
Up next, Matt Hasselbeck, 51 yards in his first throw.
Oh, my goodness. Is this going to be... Marc Bulger beat you.
So we've got a tie at 65 yards between Carson Palmer and Byron Leftwich. Those two guys will get one more shot to decide the winner.
All right, throw off between the two gunslingers here. Did you change your technique up at all for the second ball?
On the second one, yeah, I think I got a little bit, I think I threw a little bit too sidearm, and it slipped off and slid off my hand a little bit, so I got to try to keep it in bounds on this one.
Byron, I think this ball you're holding seems pretty important to you. Why are you hanging on to that one?
I like the old football. They got a lot of new footballs out here with all the talk on it, and the first one slipped out of my hand and went out of bounds, so I want to make sure I can at least keep it inside the hash mark. Get in the zone.
There you go. It's like the Matrix.
All right, so we're ready for a throw-off. Carson Palmer versus Byron Leftwich.
It's like the last thing you want to do is have a throw-off.
Here's Leftwich going first. Over 60 yards, Byron Leftwich.
Not as good as his first, though. Remember, they both threw for 65 yards on their first throw. This time 62 for Byron.
Come on, Carson, you was the first pick, man.
You put the pressure on me. I might throw this way out of bounds.
Got to be objective here. Come on, Carson, let's go. I like his number, but I like his jersey.
So Carson Palmer lets it fly.
In a long time since the Bengal quarterback won anything. And he does it! Yes! I can show favoritism, though, can I?
Yes, you can.
Oh, come on. The Bengals haven't won much.
You're a career Bengal. So there's your winner, Carson Palmer, after beating fellow draft mate Byron Leftwich in a throw-off to take the Foot Locker Champ Sports long-distance throw. Matt Hasselbeck with the lead, followed by Trent Green. Byron Leftwich is in third place right now. Our next event is the 989 Sports No Huddle Drill. Boomer, run us through it.
The quickest through the course wins. Now, they'll throw 4 passes, an out, a curl, a post corner, and finally a fade. Now, if the fade is caught inside the red square, it's an 8-second bonus. A 4-second bonus if it's caught in the black. And every incompletion is a 5-second penalty.
There's Warren Moon, winner of our Alumni Challenge in a beautiful Tiffany Mark T57 watch. Now back to the future. First up, it's the Rams' Marc Bulger.
Remember, don't look at your throws, right?
I know, I learned from last year.
Plant, throw, and go.
Yep.
So here's Marc Bulger. He's going to hit Torrey Holt on the out and overthrows his own receiver.
Oh, that's ugly. That was ugly.
Now the curl to Troy Brown, nicely done.
Right in between two big old fat ugly linebackers.
Keenan McCardell on the post corner. Keeps keeps his feet in bounds.
Keenan had quite an event here last year as he was the receiving MVP.
And Anquan Bolden, I don't know.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah, catch it with 2.
Don't do that to me, man.
Not bad. You just couldn't hit your own receiver on the 10-yard out pattern.
I know, it's too quick.
Yep. And there's the penalty. How about Anquan Bolden right here? One-handed, showing off a little bit. And that little Florida State dog in him, huh? Jake, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, you know the key here is, right?
So when I throw it, just take off to the next one.
That's exactly, but you got to make sure you complete it.
Yeah.
Don't do what Bulger just did, all right?
Yeah, you got it. I'm going to try.
All right.
Delhomme looking for Holt on the out.
Okay.
Completes the first one, gets to the second target. Troy Brown on the curl. Nice throw. Now Keenan McCardell, the corner route, lobbed up nicely.
He caught it for you.
The catch. Anquan Bolden, will he try it with one hand again?
Is it in the red area? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Very nicely done.
Very nice round for Jake Delhomme.
Kind of reminds you of the Super Bowl, getting a little rhythm, huh?
Yeah, that's got to finish strong.
Right, exactly.
Got to finish strong.
You know what I was talking about, Gus, is when you're in a rhythm, all of a sudden balls start flying, you see the field very well, you're wrapped up into the moment, and that's exactly what Jake Delhomme was doing.
You got lucky. I'm in great shape. That's why I'm breathing so heavy. That's what I'm so proud of right now. Just great shape.
Are you ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
You are, huh? Listen, throw and go. Don't stand there watching it now.
Yeah.
Harrington, first throw, right on the money to Torrey Holt.
And Brad Johnson, who won this last year, taught us all that you should just throw it and go. Don't admire your throw. Well, these guys are breathing heavy, huh?
In the corner, McCardell. Harrington sprints to the 5-yard line. Lost one in the air. What a beautiful ball.
Oh, nice. Very nicely done, Joey.
Joey's time is down to 17.32. Good for second place. Marc Brunell tied for 5th place after 3 events.
Yep. I can't get over how good he looks, though. But you know, you can't overthrow the first guy. That's a +5 right there. Whoa! That's another +5. So he's in the hole, so to speak. You know, and he's lefty, so he's got to reverse his body. Makes a nice throw on Keenan McCardell. Boy, I'll tell you, what catches he's made.
In the corner, Bolden.
Hey, that's the same thing last year.
That was Keenan McCardell telling Marc Brunell that was the same type of throw last year where he made Keenan have to make a good catch. But Keenan knows that there's an MVP out there somewhere for a wide receiver, so he's trying to make it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, you're right, Boomer. That's the kind of catch that'll win you that Tiffany watch. McCardell won it a year ago. Now Carson Palmer, tied for 5th place after 3 events.
Just complete your passes. Well, that was a little bit of a
shot put.
Not a lot of confidence there, but you can see how gifted his arm is. Now let's see how the big guy throws on the run to his right. Looks like he's kind of tentative a little bit on the underthrows. Keenan McCardell trying to be too perfect. Just let it go.
In the corner, Bolden, and he does not catch it in the red area.
That's all right. Trying to aim it a little bit, huh? Yeah. You ready, Josh?
Let's do it.
Minnesota, last game of the season.
All right, we have to have a sack fumble down.
And you got to throw it to Anquan Bolden for the final touchdown.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
McCown, 4th place after 3 events. The out route is complete to Torrey Holt.
And you can take a look at this right here, Gus. He's hesitating after he's thrown it, and he's tentative as well. Again, the young player on the run should have no problem, right? Ooh, not very good. Now this, you have to step into the ball and throw it out there so Bolden can catch it in the red. Black.
Disappointing outing for Josh. Byron Leftwich, the out route, a little high, but caught by Holt.
I don't know what these guys are doing. Just dig in and throw it. And again, he's hesitating too. You know, let's face it, they're young guys. They haven't been through this before. They have watched over the years this event and probably sat at home and said, oh, that looks easy. I could do that.
Beautiful throw to Keenan McCardell.
That's nice. You know, Byron likes to be back in that shotgun. Nice throw that time to Anquan Bolden, but a penalty.
Missing the curl. A little high for Troy Brown.
And Troy Brown's used to getting that ball right between the numbers by Tom Brady.
Now Trent Green, second place after 3 events.
I mean, they're all kind of floating it out there, aren't they?
Alligator arms. A little nervous about that early throw. Nice catch by Troy Brown.
That was a nice throw. See, that was an anticipated throw. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Green throwing on the run. And McCardell keeps both feet in bounds.
4,000-yard passer. Only he and Peyton Manning did that last year.
Nicely done by Trent Green.
And there's the bonus. They take 8 seconds off his total score. That's where you make your money in a 2-minute drill, right?
I move about as fast as I could go, boom.
Okay, it was good. Good.
Good job.
Trent almost threw the curl route away, but Troy Brown saved him from the 5-second penalty with a nice catch.
Little pressure on you there, Matt, after what Trent just did.
Yeah, that was really nice.
You're ahead of Marc Bulger, so don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Matt Hasselbeck, now he should excel in this event.
Well, he's the overall leader, and all he has to do is get under 16, and he'll take the lead. You know, and you heard him and Delhomme talking before about that guy loves you. I think that they were probably talking about Mike Holmgren, and one of the reasons Holmgren does love this kid is because of his ability to flourish in the 2-minute drill, as we're seeing right here.
Great athlete. Unbelievable. Nicely done by Matt Hasselbeck. Matt's on top, followed by Jake Delhomme and Joey Harrington. Up next, Marc Bulger.
All right, how you doing, man? You ready to go?
I got to get out of the basement here.
You do have to get out of the basement. People in St. Louis are embarrassed right now.
All right, here's Marc Bulger. The receivers have switched. Keenan McCardell on the out route, and Bulger overthrows him.
Oh, he's used to throwing to Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. Nice throw right there to Anquan Bolden. Here he comes rolling to his right. Looks pretty effective, right to his teammate. Here's the fade to Troy Brown.
And Brown getting 2 feet in the red zone.
That first one again. I can't get that first one done.
I don't know what it is. I tell people all the time, 10-yard out, hardest throw in football. You agree?
Usually I don't have to start running, too.
Right, exactly.
Now Jake Delhomme, first run time, 16.81. That one's high and wide.
You know, my colleague on the NFL Today, Dan Marino, would be going crazy. Oh, that's a drop right there. Would be going crazy watching these guys because, you know, he's just says this. Just fling it. Just throw it. Can we complete one?
Last chance. He's going for Brown in the end zone. And he's got it.
Finally. Come on, Boom. You had a great round the first one, so don't worry about it.
I missed the first one.
You could just file this one away.
I was trying to give the receivers some good catches, you know.
I know, trying to get them the MVP. Right.
Of course, they're talking about the MVP receiver who will receive a Tiffany Mark T57 watch. As our current leader looks on, Joey Harrington is ready to go. Harrington fires.
Oh, damn!
Man, how do you hit that thing?
Oh, man! Come on, baby!
This kid has fun, though, huh?
He certainly does.
Try not to hit Lawrence Taylor down here, okay?
Lawrence Taylor, big target. And Troy Brown makes a catch. Not in the red, though.
You got 96. So you went to Oregon. This is probably too hard for you, but Carson went to USC. He'll explain it to you later.
I didn't graduate, though, so that's an additional.
Not a lot of guys here did.
That hurts.
I would have come out early, except no one wanted me early. No one wanted me after graduation either, but it's a whole nother story.
Well, actually, none of these guys would have been drafted if not first schooled in the mechanics of throwing the football.
The mechanics are different for everybody. What works for one guy might be a little different for the other, but certain things I believe are, you know, just fundamental you need.
Mechanics, man, get this mechanics down.
The first thing you try to do is secure the ball.
Right to the belly. A lot of coaches call it the third hand. less chance of it getting knocked out, particularly if the lineman's pulling.
It really starts with footwork. You really need to be on balance.
It could be the ugliest 5-step drop or 3-step drop. As long as you're balanced and you're comfortable in it, and that's what works for you, that's fine.
Joey, balance up on that throw to the backside. You were falling away like Michael Jordan.
A short stride with your front foot is important. If you take a long stride, that's going to make your elbow dip down. You don't want that.
Rather have a higher release than a lower release, just because the linemen are so big now they can jump up and knock it down.
My grip is this. You know, I got 2 fingers on, and maybe my middle finger is just barely on top of the laces, but everyone's different.
I don't like too much, I want a little space in here. I want some air.
That's my grip right there. My dad saw that for the first time when I was in college, and he kind of looked at me and says, "Where did you come up with that?" You know, it just always been comfortable to me.
Everybody got a different style. You got 32 starting quarterbacks, and all 32 guys are different. Every 32 guys throw the ball different.
You know, some guys are very sound, but I think most guys have a little flaw in what they do. For me, I tend to pad a little bit more than I should. But I've been doing this I've been padding forever, and I'm not going to change.
One thing I'm not real good at is having 2 hands on the ball. I grew up watching a lot of NFL quarterbacks, and they'd have 1 hand on the ball, and I thought that was the way to do it. And now it's been hard to break that habit.
If you break down all the great quarterbacks, Montana had his way. He had the big hitch where he brought the ball up. But when he got to his hitch, he knew where he was going the ball, and he was just so accurate with it.
I chatter my feet too much. I drop the ball. There are things I'm constantly working on.
Much better. Much better. Now put it out in front.
Catch and tuck.
Is just the situations you get put in. You got a guy in your face, you got to slide to the left, you got to bail out of the pocket, you got to throw something on the run, and so you're constantly adapting. So in the sense that, do you have to have absolute perfect mechanics? No, you don't. Everybody throws the ball a little bit differently, but you have to get it to the right spot at the right time, and there are certain ways to ensure that you do that. So I think that's really what people are trying to stress.
And here comes Marc Brunell.
Well, you're the oldest guy here.
So old, I forgot to put my earpiece in.
I know. Can you handle doing this twice?
Yeah, I can do this.
All right.
It was easy.
Let's complete some passes this time.
Good idea. Oh, thanks for talking to me.
That one incomplete, out of bounds.
Marc Brunell multitasking as he goes down the field here.
A little high.
I guess those dummies are taller than they look out there. Kind of like the one I'm sitting next to.
Whoa, Torrey Holt.
Nice catch. Yeah.
Now in the corner. And Troy Brown keeps both feet in. So how about Torrey Holt laying out?
I'll tell you what, these guys are fighting for that Tiffany watch, aren't they, guys? Look at this catch. Nice catch by Torrey Holt. That's why he's one of the best receivers in football.
Up next, Carson Palmer.
He's 6th after the first run. He's tied for 5th overall at this point. Oh, that's not good.
Reminds me of a former Bengal quarterback.
I know, Jeff Blake used to hit these dummies all the time.
Here's Carson in the corner.
Don't worry about it. Chad Johnson go up and get that baby.
Out of bounds. Palmer a little disappointed. Yeah, 15 seconds.
Yep.
Here's Josh.
Now, I don't know what he's doing there. I don't know what that's all about. Look at Keenan McCardle on the sideline. He's actually dropping back and running forward as he's throwing. He's underthrown a lot of these balls too, but hey, listen, they're being caught. That's all that matters.
Oh, Troy Brown dropped it.
Troy's got it out for you, Josh.
So Josh ends with a 28.28 instead of a 15.28 if Troy makes the catch.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. No. I have to write you a check after it's over.
Looks like Troy Brown's honesty. Troy said he's going to write you a check when it's over.
Yeah, well, I have to do the math because that may be for
40 grand.
Yeah, plus I'd probably won the event, and that's 45, so that's 85, right? I'm from Sam Houston, but I think that's 85.
And you don't make the money the rest of these guys do.
No, that's why I told him, man. I got 3 kids. I haven't made it yet. These guys got deals. I don't. They need to sandbag and feed my children.
Give him the catch. Give him the catch.
Hold on.
Welcome back to the conclusion of the 989 Sports Quarterback Challenge. Our last two competitors are waiting in the wings as they are. Matt Hasselbeck, who is currently leading the event and the entire challenge. But before he goes, it'll be Trent Green who has the last chance to catch him.
And as you saw there, you need 15:54 to beat Matt Hasselbeck, or at least get in front of him before he goes. Well, Trent would be up to the task, I would guess. I mean, he's very good in the 2-minute drill. I'll tell you, when you're running that hurry-up offense out in Kansas City, so many weapons to throw at, and one of the best players in all of football, Priest Holmes.
And it's complete to Troy Brown.
But not enough.
What's the number?
All right, Matt. Trent's best score was 17:29, so obviously you win. But guess what? The folks at Tiffany will give you a watch to give to your wife if you can beat your time from round 1.
I won?
That's correct, Matt. You won the no-huddle drill with a time of 15.55. And as Boomer said, you can win your second watch if you beat your time from round 1.
Well, he's going to have to go through this thing flawlessly. Complete all of his passes, and you see what he's doing. He's putting his back foot back and running forward, and I think Mike Singletary got his hand on that. You're not getting the watch, bud. But like the true competitor he is, he's going to take it all the way through to the end.
Lawrence Taylor just reaching up and batting it down.
Are you kidding me? That is like the 4th dummy that was hit today. You didn't hit the targets that well.
Hey, this is cumulative, right? Most scores combined.
No.
So Matt Hasselbeck is the overall winner. He's with Bonnie, along with Warren Moon and Torrey Holt.
The Seattle Seahawks, Matt Hasselbeck, winner of the 2004 989 Sports NFL Quarterback Challenge. And Matt, before the event started, you talked about strategy. So how did it all play out for you?
I guess it worked out. I just kind of tried to go with what I learned from the veteran guys last year. And I had guys like Warren Moon kind of coaching us up over there. I think I just listened a little bit better than everybody else. I don't know.
And one of the guys who helped you win this was another guy from the NFC West, the Rams' Torrey Holt. I don't know. You're helping an enemy out here. What was the motivation?
Just for today, I'm trying to get me a cut of that check.
Torrey Holt is our MVP wide receiver. Warren Moon is the winner of the alumni competition, and the both of you, as well as Matt, will receive a Tiffany Mark T57 watch. So congratulations to all of you, and thanks so much for watching the Quarterback Challenge.